Hi, I'm Abigail Traz,
And I'm Alex Escobar.
and welcome to the Raider Report. On today's show, we will be taking a look at some stories you may find relevant.
First, let's take a look at something you do in your free time with Brady Mello.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has been quite popular as of late, as you could have guessed by the number of kids bringing in their Nintendo Switches just to play the game. Let's see what the deal is with this 20-year-old legendary fighting game series. Super Smash Bros. Is a fighting game phenomenon that brings together the wide array of Nintendo and non-Nintendo gaming all-stars as the ultimate crossover. The series started all the way back on the Nintendo 64 with a game oddly enough entitled Super Smash Bros. Ever since then, there have been consistent new releases such as the iconic Super Smash Bros. Melee, the humbly loved Super Smash Bros. Brawl, EU, and now Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
The series has lasted so long is because it has a huge fan base of a bunch of different characters that all get put together to make this huge gaming franchise that everybody's excited for.
Ultimate's character reveals have been consistently huge with the core Nintendo fans, like the Inklings from Splatoon, the ever-desired Ridley from Metroid, and the incredible Banjo and Kazooie. These character reveals make the game consistently exciting.
I think the character reveal that meant the most to me was Simon because one, the Luigi thing was really funny, but two, it was also really cool to see my dad excited about a character.
However, it's all about the people who play the game. Smash Bros. Alone has influenced many kids to bring their Nintendo Switches to school to play with friends, and the game is a mainstay in the lunchroom.
My favorite memory of playing Super Smash Bros. is back about a year ago when me, the person who's filming this, and Seth all played Smash 4 and found out that Sonic has broken physics when he spin dashes.
Very few other games have been extremely popular and have brought together so many people like Smash Bros. Very few other games have the popularity, the staying power, and the ability to bring people together quite like Smash Bros. Thank you for watching.
I love that game, the speed, the competition, and fighting to see who will win.
Thankfully, that's exactly what our Raider sports teams do. Let's bring it over to Miles Isidoro to hear how our Raider soccer team is doing this year.
Hi, this is Miles Isidoro from the Raider Report at SBRHS. Last year's soccer season was not a good one to remember, but here we are, 1 year later, and the difference between these two teams are extraordinary.
The 2019 SBRHS soccer team has been a dramatic uprise compared to last season. With new players coming in, the team wasted no time getting into action.
We fought each other a lot. We jawed at each other, and we never really got anything done seriously. And that's where we couldn't pull out any wins, and we never fought to the end of games.
Last season, the team only had 4 wins in a total of 16 games. One of the worst seasons in recent memory.
Compared to last year, we've had a more positive attitude this year, and our defense has been a lot stronger in the back, and practicing we take a lot more seriously.
Well, we're winning games, first of all. We have more team positivity. We're not jutting at each other like last year. And we're going harder in practices, which is leading us to more victories in games.
So far this season, the team has won 4 out of its first 5 games. They also earned a draw against Durfee High School.
I feel like we'll keep up this streak by playing hard every game and keep working hard in practices because we practice how we play, and when we play hard, we do really good.
And with several games here left at SBRHS, the home crowd will sure be roaring.
It makes me really happy to see our fellow Raiders working together as a team.
Yeah, me too. It's great to see all kinds of students conquer a common goal.
Along with soccer, let's check on the Raiders football team with Michaela Angelini.
Hi, this is Michaela Angelini from Blue Radio Studios, and I'm here to talk to you about how the football team practices for their games.
This varies on who we're playing by. We run their offense, and we have a practice defense like that we go against, and then we have our backups run their offense so our starting defense can get their look.
Our practices do not vary in who we're playing because whether they're a good team or a bad team, we still have to prepare for whoever we're up against so we can win.
Practice is every day after school from 2:05 to 6 o'clock usually. If it's a good day, we get out at 5:30.
Training schedule is usually on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. They're full practices. Thursday is usually the game practice where we go over like all the specifics. Like we run it like it's an actual game. And usually after the game on Friday, we either go to film on Saturday or on Monday we work out and then we go to film.
What motivates me to go get up and train every day is to be able to hit somebody after school. You get that rush adrenaline in your body and you're with all your brothers on the field.
What motivates me to get up and train every day is to prove all the doubters wrong that believe I couldn't play football. And I started getting in the weight room because of my coaches, because they want people to get big and to win games, and I wanted to help my team to win games so we can go far and hopefully go to the Super Bowl this year.
As you can see, the football team practices very hard for their games.
Cheering on all different sports is my favorite part of the fall.
Me too, helping them push through and fully apply themselves to our school and their team.
Oh, don't say apply with college applications right around the corner.
I may not be able to help you, but the guidance department sure can. Let's check in with Lauren Fenley for some college knowledge.
Confused about college? Don't know about the SATs? Haven't applied for any scholarships? Come along with us to find your way through the college jungle.
Many high school seniors are not equipped with the correct tools to apply to college. Students should have 3 main accounts: Common Application for applying to college, Naviance for preparing teacher recommendation letters, and College Board for signing up for the SATs.
So I just took the SATs in May, and it was easy to sign up. I just went right through the College Board. I went to the SAT section, filled out all the questions.
Every student needs to log on to collegeboard.org and create an account. So it's unlike the PSATs where everyone takes the PSATs as a sophomore and a junior here. Create an account and sign up for whatever tests you would like to take.
You definitely have to allot yourself a good amount of time to fill out all the questions because it does take a while, but they're pretty simple and it was a good experience.
The number of times a student takes the SATs is really just a personal preference. I feel as though the magic number usually is 2. Students like to take it once, see how they do, take it again, see if they can improve their score. Really, you shoot for what is the best score for you. So one person, the score that they shoot for is going to be different than another student. You're really just looking to do your best.
Once you've signed up for the SATs, you might want to start searching for colleges that have the major you're looking for and filling out the Common Application, which most schools accept as their official application.
I knew that I wanted to go into a science and math related field, and then that later went into a medical field. I just kind of took what my strengths were in school and researched different areas that I was passionate about.
What you're best at. I mean, without the experience in different things by taking different classes, you really don't know what you're good at and what really is of interest to you. I think the more schools you visit, the better of an idea you're going to have on what the perfect school is for you. You want to think about the size of the school, how many students are there. You want to think about the location, the cost. There are a lot of different factors that you want to think about when searching for that school.
Knew about Common App from hearing from different schools on tours and from the guidance counselors, and there were some questions that I wasn't sure about, but it was easy to contact guidance counselors or people that had filled them out before.
For the application process in general, we've started to do some Blue Raider Block workshops for college applications, which the students have given really good feedback about.
We hope this helps you find your place. If you have any remaining questions, feel free to contact the guidance department. Back to you in the studio.
College is so stressful. Sometimes I don't know how to get it off my mind.
Thankfully, Kaylee Carrero can help address high school stressors. Let's take a look at her story about dealing with anxiety.
Hi, I'm Kaylee. As the school year begins, students begin to fall back into the groove of school and all the pressures that come along with it.
I'm affected by anxiety every day because it keeps me from sleeping and focusing on my work and what I need to do. So yeah, it's a pain in the butt, but it's something I have to deal with.
Anxiety affects me by kind of making me nervous about things that some other people might not be nervous about. So trying new things and just, putting myself out there and being outgoing. But it also kind of affects my health in a way.
About 1 in 3 people have anxiety. school can be very stressful with tests, quizzes, and upcoming assignments.
School contributes to my anxiety in a lot of ways because first off, the amount of work that I get, depending on the teacher, is a little difficult to manage with the amount of rehearsals I have and work and my family that I barely see because of, schoolwork, so that's fun, and just people, because I'm a very anxiety-filled person.
School contributes to my anxiety by putting a lot of pressure on me to do a bunch of work and also do things after school and still have good grades at the same time. So there's a lot of things that you need to be responsible for.
Being bombarded by schoolwork can trigger stress and anxiety. Luckily, there are numerous coping methods and help can be found almost everywhere.
What I do to deal with my anxiety is I make sure that, I'm breathing, and I make sure to take time to myself and, kind of do things for myself that, calm me, like reading or listening to music or even just, being alone in my room or being away from everyone to kind of, just be with myself and, calm down from the hectic life I live.
I do a lot of dancing and a lot of music, whether it's listening to music, whether it's just jamming out in my room like a maniac, it's music. Or my 2-year-old niece, Layla, she's adorable, and whenever she smiles, it makes me happy, so probably my little niece, and that's pretty much it.
Mental health is serious and deserves more attention. With the proper knowledge, care, and help, students can learn to take control of their anxiety. Mental health is something that should be made aware by everyone. School can be very stressful, which is why it is very important to reach out for help if you need it.
Well, that's it for today's show. I've got to go work on my applications. I'm Alex Escobar.
And I'm Abigail Traz.
And that's the Raider Report.